You know, I was sitting here thinking, in the God year of 2025, if you're shopping for a concealed carry gun, congratulations, you've wandered into a golden age. You see, 10 years ago, concealment meant choosing between small and useful. Today, you can find a pistol roughly the size of a smartphone that carries honest capacity, wears a red dot, accepts a light, and still shoots like it paid attention in class. That's not incremental progress. That's a damn jailbreak. Back when I got into the space, the Glock 19 was the scripture, the holy grail. Some true believers even carried a 17 and called it character development. If you wanted small, you flirted with guns like the Car PM9. Beautiful to carry, not exactly the friend you invite to the range every weekend though. Or you dropped all the way down to the Ruger LCP territory and pretended the recoil didn't hurt your feelings. Now, we wanted something that was shootable and short. That was the Glock 26, the original chunky monkey.
Don't you ever say that again.
10 round short grip and a waistline that made your belt feel judged. I also did the whole 40 phase. The best of both worlds myth was all I repeated.
Don't go less than a 40 caliber. That's what this is here.
Bought a Ruger SR40, then downsized to the Ruger SR9C and felt like I solved carry. Then came the romance with the Glock 36, because carrying a slim 45 felt like a personality trait. Capacity was low, shootability decent, and for the time, it felt like wizardry. The crack in the dam though was the Smith & Wesson Shield. Up until that moment, subcompacts were basically full-size guns chopped short, shorter barrel, shorter grip, same thickness. The Shield made thin matter. It shot like a grown-up, hid like a secret, and made everyone else admit that stuffing a brick in your pants wasn't a personality. Then the capacity revolution happened. Guns got smaller without making you underarmed. SIG dropped the P365 family. Springfield shows up with the Hellcat, and suddenly micro doesn't mean maybe. Then the slimline compacts arrive. Think Glock 19-ish proportions, but thinner with magazines living solidly in the double digits. You keep the sight radius and control, ditch the love handles. That's when concealed carry stopped being a compromise and started being a system. Now, the ecosystem mattered. Optics ready from the factory isn't exotic anymore. It's Tuesday. Micro lights exist that don't require a holster made of origami and paper. Factory comps and ports on small guns aren't gimmicks. They're useful for driving a short slide fast without turning the gun into a jumping beam. Holsters caught up too. Better clips, wedges, wings, and belts made appendix carry something normal people can live with for 10 hours and still sit down for tacos.
Cause it's Taco Tuesday!
Now, if this is really the golden age, the only way to cash it in is by actually training often. That means protecting one thing that doesn't grow back.
What's that?
Your hearing. Quick shout out to today's sponsor, AKT1's Blackout Wireless In-Ear Hearing Protection. These are low-profile Bluetooth earbuds with a certified NRR of 25 dB when you use the foam tips, which means real lab-verified noise blocking, not marketing poetry. For those brutal indoor range days, you can double up with the AKT1's premium over-the-ear muffs and hit an achievable 30 dB. So you keep your brain cells focused on sights and trigger instead of flinching at every shot. They're IP65 sweat and water resistant. They run about 10 hours on a charge, and the case carries 3 extra top off, so your ear pro outlasts your ammo budget. They also have touch controls that keep you out of your phone, and the in-ear profile plays nice with rifles and cheek welds. Hit the link in the description to check out the AKT1 Blackouts and protect your ears so you can still argue with me about guns when you're 70. Or you're already 70 and you're here arguing with me about guns. But I'm winning because you didn't have these back in the day, so you can't hear.
I can't hear you.
Oh, and fun fact, a buddy of mine took the bar exam with me, and when he did, he was carrying a Glock 26 on his ankle with flip-flops. I respect the dedication. Question the circulation.
Fuck, that rhymes.
Now, we used to fight concealment with tricks. Now the hardware and the holsters do the heavy lifting, and you just live. Ah, shit. Here comes negative Nancy Noir.
Okay, I hear you, Mr. Noir, but there are too many choices. People freeze, buy the wrong thing, and then end up carrying vibes instead of a gun.
Good. Freedom should come with responsibility. Rent a few, shoot them side by side, and then pick the one that you can run cold. My baseline is simple. From concealment, A-zone at 7 yards in about 2 seconds. If a gun can't hit that with you, it's not your gun.
Yeah, but teeny guns kick like angry chihuahuas. You'll flinch and miss and blame micro for your macro problems.
Bro, calm down. Physics isn't retiring, but techniques pay the bills. Modern textures, better frames, and micro comp or port options tame the bounce if you do your part. High grip, lock wrist, crush the gun, and track the sights back to the window. If you need more purchase, run the slightly longer mag. Control first, pride later. It's not that complicated.
Yeah, but dots fail. They wash out in the sun and fog up in the rain and die when the battery ghosts you, right when you need it.
Sure, those things can happen, but mount it right, torque it to spec, and keep a battery schedule. If you live in the elements, consider an enclosed emitter. Confirm 0 and train included dot and iron reps so your brain doesn't blue screen when something smears the glass. The dot is an accelerator, not a crutch.
Yeah, but more capacity means more printing. Everyone will see it. You'll be that guy in the line at the coffee shop.
Bro, most people can't find their own car keys, much less your waistband. Get the holster, wedge, wing, and belt right, and aim for social invincibility, not mythical 0 print. It's unrealistic. Dress for the job. Patterns and dark fabrics help. And move like a normal person. Confidence conceals better than any type of stipple or weird concoction you can come up with.
Yeah, but the laws still suck though. Permits and patches and politics, why even bother?
You bother because low probability, high consequence events still exist. Know your local laws, carry a brain with the gun, and train as hard for the no shoot as the shoot. Capability plus judgment beats chaos every day of the week. Golden ages aren't perfect. They're just better by a mile if you do the work. We're in the hot hatch era of handguns, compact, agile, annoyingly capable. Yesterday's duty pistols are V8 sedans, still fantastic, just big. Today's carry guns are pocket rockets, lighter, tighter, faster off the mark, and they embarrass the old guard exactly where it counts. The real world. Even the double stack 1911 style wave has gone daily carry legit. A staccato CS gives you big gun confidence in the size you can actually hide. And the Kimber CDS9, now including the CDS9 Classic, brings a modern carry-minded double stack single action into the same conversation. Concealable dimensions, honest 10, 13, 15 round capacity options, ambi controls, and optics rated variants prove that refined and realistic to carry aren't mutually exclusive anymore. The golden age isn't just more guns. It's more guns that are better at the job, higher capacity without the brick, optics that make mortals faster, holsters that make daily carry sustainable, training knowledge a tap away. That matters because more good people can carry guns they can actually run. And when skill meets capability, outcomes, they improve. We used to compromise, now we calibrate. If you're new, rent some guns, try them out, then buy the one that disappears on your body and hits where you look. And if you're seasoned, stop treating your 2012 setup like it's sacred. The game has changed. Keep up. Golden ages aren't perfect, they're just better by a mile, and this one lives inside of your waistband.